Hey, welcome to the Shit Guys Talk About. All right, I got CLS in here. I got Phil in the building, and we got the Manic Genius, and of course, your boy, Sophisticated Jerk. How's everybody doing today?
What's going on?
Blessed. Truly blessed.
So I see Manic came in here trolling with this jersey that he's rocking. Sir, you mind removing that?
Cowboys? Oh, I didn't know you was a Cowboys fan.
Yes, of course. Whenever you beat a team 40-0, you got to put on the jersey.
40.
Why you gotta get the scores out, man? This ain't ESPN.
I like the Giants.
Why you out here hating?
You like the Giants?
Yeah, I like
even
the
after they didn't score a single goal?
Yeah.
That's what you.
But that's what a diehard fan is, though. You like your team no matter what. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but how did it make you feel, CLS, watching that?
I didn't watch the game.
How did it make you feel when you found out about?
I just saw the. Yeah, I just heard people talking about it, and then I looked it up, but I gotta go back and look at the highlights. I don't know, man. I don't even, man. It's been a while since I even watched the game. I don't even fucking know the players on the team no more. To be honest with you, it's been.
But when you seen that score, right? 40-0,
yeah.
like what was the first thought that came through your mind?
The last Super Bowl that the Giants won.
How long ago was that?
I think it was
2011 or something like that.
Yeah, it's been
around there.
But gives a fuck. We beat the Patriots when they were like what? Were they like 17-0 or 16-0?
And did you do a 40-0?
No, it wasn't 40-0, but they still beat them though. But before Plexico shot itself, it was around that time. Before he shot himself in the club.
How did it make you feel knowing your team didn't score a single?
They still won though.
Field goal, not even a punt, not even.
And it's rough. Man. They had a bad day. I mean, shit. I mean, you can't win every game, man. It's just
no.
Losing that type of
bad
fashion,
day is like
24-8.
That's a bad day. 40-0 is just like you didn't come at all. You didn't even try.
Like you might as well just throw away the whole team. That was like a Alabama game.
Yeah, just restart. Just restart the whole thing.
Yeah, they had us out there looking like Appalachian State or some shit.
They're looking like the Commanders out there last year.
Is it looking like a high school football team?
Yeah,
man, I took that shit off. I ain't gonna lie, I feel like shit, man. Answer your question.
That was how did it make you feel, Jerk?
Did you watch the game? You watched the game too?
I watched the first quarter and I was done. I was disgusted. I was like, what the hell is going on? Yeah, man, they look like trash. But CLS is right. Now that I was feeling bad, you guys were kind of giving me some shit in the background. But you know what? I mean, we did kind of like get a Super Bowl, recently.
Like the Jets.
It's first game of the season, so Dallas fans always do this. You guys always hype yourselves up. Then it's that clip.
Let's toast that.
I thought you were a Jets fan.
Can we toast, Jerk?
I'm a Jets and Giants. I like them both.
We can toast to that.
I remember you like the Jets.
Yeah, the Jets are looking straight though. But all right, man. Now that we got this session out, man, my man got the water down there, healthy.
Yeah.
Gym time tomorrow. Gotta get ready.
Oh, gym time. Yeah, you got me over here drinking that wine that you recommended, man.
Hey, it's good, but I want to drink that on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Oh, yeah.
You said Friday, Saturday, Sunday. There's only 7 days in a week, right? You got like half of them covered.
You were sipping Chardonnay over there?
Yeah, I got what's the name of this wine?
It looked like wine.
Yeah, it's definitely wine. What's the name of that brand?
Since you know it, Phil. Since you put him on it, what's the name of the wine?
I just showed it to him.
Oh, yeah.
That was it. I showed him the bottle.
Oh, you're drinking a lot of wine.
I'm going through this whole thing tonight.
So you're gonna just raid the liquor cabinet and just drink everything, huh?
Yeah. I had to go pick that up. But all right, we'll go ahead and jump into the first topic. So the first topic on this one. What was that?
Bartenura Moscato.
Is that what it's called? Yeah, check that out.
It's an Italian wine, sweet wine.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's a Moscato, man. I definitely like it. I appreciate y'all doing something right for once. Making a good suggestion. Y'all usually are trash at making suggestions, list or anything. So appreciate you, Manic and Phil. But all right, we'll go ahead. So the next topic is the 10 greatest females of all time, singers of all time. So everybody put their list together. So let me go ahead and pull that up real quick.
I can't wait to see his list.
Whose?
Talking about Manic's. Okay, look at his right now.
So mine is in no particular order.
Oh shit! Okay. Nah, but you know what's cool about your list? I like your list, man.
Hold on. We're gonna start with Phil first because Phil's actually a singer. Phil's got some vocals. I did want to pull up his clip, but I'm gonna have to do that on the next show, Phil, if you allow us. Phil's the vocalist, So Phil, let's start with your list first.
All right.
Okay.
Go down there and just name off from the top to the bottom. And you don't have them in order ranked, do you?
No, I actually have them ranked. Like I'm
okay. All right, please proceed.
So break this. Whitney Houston, if you look at the collective list right now, she's already at the top. That's a no-brainer. Mariah Carey, I say
Whitney Houston
because the range.
Yeah, the range
she has that like iconic, like I don't even know, just like world-shattering type of note that nobody else can hit except for her, maybe a couple of people, but she made that.
Yep.
Then I got Brandy.
Facts.
Brandy was amazing in the 90s, still relevant today. Vocalist. The woman can riff her ass off. It's amazing, right? Then I got to go with Lauryn Hill. Lauryn Hill is by far, to me, like I would consider her like a rapper / singer, but she can do both. She was very rare in her time. Monica, got to put her up there as well because her and Brandy were kind of at that same type of realm to me. Then I'm gonna go with my girl, H.e.r. She's new and up and coming. Her range, her vocals, she can collaborate, she can harmonize, she can rap, she can do it all. She's amazing. Yep. Jasmine Sullivan, I'm not gonna lie to you. Aside from her today, no one's touching her rifting capability at all. The woman can hold, and that whole scatting thing that they do, if you guys are familiar with that, it's just untouchable. Etta James is a classic for me. She's so well that Beyonce took a rip off her song and she wanted to sing her song because she was that good. Then I'm going to go with Aaliyah just because everyone assumed she was a rapper, but I always saw her as a singer. She actually has a voice on her for sure. And then Rihanna, that's my baby. She's beautiful. I gotta just throw her in there. She can sing, but she's more of like I would say more of a pop artist, but yeah. That's what I got.
Facts, man. Facts. Dope. I like your list. I mean, everybody got a dope list though. I ain't gonna front. Everybody's list is dope.
Yeah.
I just couldn't get everybody in that 10 though, man. Like, because some of the people in Manic's 10 and some of the people in Phil's 10, I wanted to put in there, but it's just like I don't know. But I would put them in the top 20, definitely. Top 15, top 20, definitely.
Oh, there was a lot more, 100%.
Yeah, I just couldn't get them all in there. I couldn't get them all in there. I like Manic's list too.
You don't like mine, but we'll get to that. Did you hear your eyes fucking going out on you?
No. I didn't look at mine. I looked at their list.
Something wrong with your eyes, player?
Let me come to it.
Your vision going out? You need to turn the lights on in your house? You good?
No, but real talk though. If we're going on your list first, no. I like your list though. I like Patti LaBelle, Diana Ross. No, you have a solid list.
Hold on. Let's go on to Phil's. There's a couple that I gotta give some pushback.
Oh, please, let's do this. What we got?
H.e.r.
Are you shitting me?
You don't like H.e.r?
Do you know who she is?
I like her, man, but like greatest of all time.
This is top 10.
She's a
this is top 10, man.
You got her over Beyonce.
First and foremost, I don't fuck with Beyonce. We're gonna put that out there right now. I don't like her.
What did Beyonce ever do to you?
Yeah, let's talk. What is your problem?
Oh yes.
Let's talk.
I was gonna say something about Jerk's list.
Let's talk about your issues with Beyonce.
High and dry, and was like, I'm out.
She left what?
I'm the vocalist. I'm the singer. I'm out. I'm gonna do my own thing. I'm gonna leave y'all in the dust. Nah.
You know something? There's two things I wanted to say about. Can I say
so something? So you gauged her on loyalty? I would have left them too and got my bag. She's sitting on like 300 million. I would have left them broads like day one. First single came out, but like, man, you know what? I'm out. Yeah, I would have left them in a.
Nah, man, Destiny. You didn't like Destiny's Child?
No, I liked them, but hey, she proved.
You talking about the Michelle version or the version when they first came out?
I don't know. All versions. I would have left them all.
I don't know, man. I don't know. The original version was dope, but I like the Michelle version too.
Okay, let's go back to H.e.r. though.
Okay.
Because I went back. Because I'm not too familiar, but I went and listened to her music. I think she's talented, but
she is, bro.
And look,
like we're talking about greatest.
She's a great songwriter and she plays instruments too.
There's a very select few of these artists on this list that have done anything with Disney. Once Disney gets a hold of you, it's a wrap.
Right.
Whitney Houston, Brandy, Monica, all got the freaking Mariah Carey, all got a hit from Disney because they know their voices like that. H.e.r. is going to be amazing. She is just, it's only been a couple years. She's selling out. Her records are top 5 when it comes to R&B.
Milli Vanilli sold out. What do y'all?
You cannot compare Milli Vanilli to her.
Bro.
You cannot.
She's super talented, bro. She really is.
She is amazing.
I mean, I think she's talented, but I think like she don't have the pitch in her vocals and stuff like a lot of other artists. It was kind of flat when because I listened to about 5 songs.
Bro, I'm gonna send you her top like vocalist songs, like where she's actually killing it. She did a song with Jasmine Sullivan that shitting on hella people right now.
Yeah.
I think I got a little excited about her. I think the times in the singing industry is like a little rough, so I think y'all just elevated her a little higher than what she needs to be.
Nah, man, she's dope, man. She got that song. I can't remember the same. Even Billie Eilish was like bigging her up, yo. She was like, "Oh my god, she's so dope." Like
Billie Eilish.
was on it. Yeah, I like Billie Eilish too. Billie Eilish, yeah.
Okay.
But Billie Eilish is more production. Like that's what gives her that like big advantage. And her songwriting. Her songwriting is
okay. So now you got Jasmine Sullivan. I know you threw her in the mix. So she's
Dude, Jasmine Sullivan. Incredible,
vocally?
bro. Her vocals are incredible, bro. She is.
I think these broads are better than Beyonce though. That's what I'm saying. Kelly Rowland.
Can you name 3 Jasmine Sullivan songs?
You know, we forgot Jennifer.
Yeah, turn up pressure.
We forgot Jennifer Hudson.
Hold on. Can you name 3 Jasmine Sullivan songs?
I'm Not Scared of Lies and Tiger Bears. Okay.
Yeah.
In love with another man. Girls Like You. I Bust the Windows Out Your Car. Let me stop. That's 4 off the top. Yep. Don't do that. I love it.
You know how many we can all do with Beyonce?
All great songs.
Okay.
No, Beyonce been in the game since 96.
She's an 96, 97. She is not a legitimate vocalist. She's not.
Yeah, y'all wilding on this. Her and Jasmine Sullivan. I mean, I like your list, man. I think you're
solid.
Yeah. Nah.
Again, this is coming from a person who listens to people's voices, not just the hype.
Yeah.
And Beyonce, everyone's like, oh, everyone likes Beyonce. Okay, cool. But if you put her and Beyonce in a singing battle just vocally, her would shit on her.
Her?
You tripping.
Shit on her.
Yo, you know somebody we could have added in the top 20? If we had 20, you could put on the list that just as good as Beyonce? Kelly Rowland.
I like Kelly Rowland too. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. I wanted to add her, yo.
I like Kelly Rowland.
Yeah.
Because Kelly Rowland, I'll put her over like her and Jasmine Sullivan. That's what I'm trying to get at to you. I'm trying to like help you guys out.
She's just as talented. Yo, Kelly Rowland is just as talented as Beyonce. But the only reason she's not another Beyonce because if you sign 2 singers like that to the same label, they're not going to put the same marketing dollars into making 2 Beyoncés. That's the only reason why, bro. But she's just as talented though. She could sing, she could dance, she can act, she can do all that shit. Write songs.
Yeah, I don't know, but solid list. But the her and the Jasmine Sullivan, man, we might have to do a deeper dive on that. Manic, I need a. So would you?
I can't.
You filling them up there like that?
Are we doing your list next?
No, we break it down these 2 from Phil.
All right.
Okay.
Her and Jasmine Sullivan, because I know he's a little younger.
I got something to say about your list when we get to it.
All right, cool. Now, Manic, so her and Jasmine Sullivan. You think they should? What's your take on them being in the top 10?
I mean, I don't know too much about Jasmine Sullivan, but the Lions and Tigers and Bears, that's like the only song I really know of hers like that. But her, I think like she has some, I know she's a real musician as far as she can play instruments and whatnot. So,
you like that song she did with
greatest
Chris Brown?
Yeah, I mean, I like most of her songs. I like her. She has some soul in her voice, but I mean, I wouldn't put her on the top 10 greatest singers of all time. Like, God, you mean you don't even got Aretha Franklin on? Oh, come on,
I wouldn't even put her in the top 30. I'm getting disrespectful up here.
Yeah, her. I don't see how she makes it in it. I mean, she could probably make it in the top 50.
You don't like that song she got with Chris Brown is pretty dope too.
No, she makes good music. I like her voice.
Listen to her last.
But we talking about of all time, like everybody who's raised the mic, who's had an opportunity to, sing, and you gonna put her at, and you got it ranked 2. You got her at 6. Good God Almighty.
This is coming from
That's a great point, man.
I'm gonna save my comments to your list. I'm not gonna wait till I get to your list. Go ahead.
Okay. All right, so we gave a little pushback. Her and Jasmine Sullivan, but solid. I like the list. All right, CLS, we're gonna go to yours next. Go ahead, break your list down.
Well, I mean, the top 2 pretty much speak for himself. I mean, like as far as like 2 of the best vocalists of like all time, bro. And it's like, and you know what's cool about Whitney Houston and Mariah Carey? You could go either way and you could put both of them in the one spot. That's what I started to do. I just put it, put a comma and just put them both there because Not too. I mean, career wise, it's not too many vocalists that are still alive right now that can touch them. Yeah, it really
I
isn't.
agree.
Whitney Houston and Mariah Carey, bro.
Nobody.
Their range,
Nobody.
and you know a male singer you could put in the same category as them as far as like pitch and like range. You could put Michael Jackson up there, and you could put Freddie Mercury if you listen to.
Hey, we're gonna do the males. We're gonna break that down like in a couple weeks. We're gonna do that. That's coming. It is the females.
There's not too many people that can hit those notes that they can hit those. I mean, with their range, that's their range.
Yeah.
Nah.
All right, so I see you got Beyonce up there though.
Oh yeah, Beyonce. Yeah, I had to put her at number 3. There's no way I can put Beyonce over Whitney Houston or Mariah Carey. Just real talk.
That's understandable.
Yeah, you can, bro.
I agree with that one.
Even though she's been in the game since what, 96? Beyonce's been to Destiny Child with 96, I think, 97, 96. And after the Destiny Child, after she was done with they finished their run. I think they made like 4 albums, and then she went solo. She's been solo ever since. So the solo artist, and she's on the verge of being one of the top selling artists in any genre of all time. That's Beyonce though. So it's just like, come on, dude. I don't know. And pretty much you put and you know what's funny about what I was gonna say about Jerk's list? Like you got like Adele on your list. You know they call Adele white Beyonce, right? That's what I was gonna say. It's a joke, but that's what people say. They call it a white Beyonce.
Yeah.
They do, for real. People call her white Beyonce. Well, we'll get to
she got vocals though. But yeah, I'm gonna break it down. So go ahead, go through the rest of your list though. You got Mary Blige at 4.
Oh yeah, Mary J. Blige, man. Come on, dude. MJB, man. Like she just like I don't know, man. She make the type of music, man. Like it's not too many people. It's not too many. Like when I put this list together, there's not too many vocalists out there that can make you cry when you listen to her. Like she pours her fucking heart and soul in her music. Mary J. Blige is like one of the few people that can make me cry listening to her music. Real talk. That's her shit is just like deep, and it's just like it's very emotional. It's just like I don't know. That's MJB.
Mary J. hits.
I know it hits.
Yeah,
it's very soulful. You know what I'm saying?
Bro.
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah. Mary J. Blige, man. And Alicia Keys, and she's like, she can sing. She's very attractive. She can play the piano, like you know what I'm saying. Like she play instruments. She can sing. I don't know how well she can dance or anything. Like not she could dance like Beyonce or anything like that. But
don't nobody need her to dance.
But you don't need her to dance.
She's too talented to dance.
She's talented. You know what I'm saying? Like
we don't need you to dance.
She plays instruments too. Like she can play the hell out of that piano.
She still has great stage presence though. Like remember when she did the song with Jay-Z? She was just sitting behind the piano, just singing, playing the piano the whole time. She had to get up and dance and do none of that stuff. So we all know how talented she is. And Janet Jackson is Janet Jackson, bro. Come on, man. Like the whole Jackson family is just super talented. I would say she was the most talented sister out of the Jackson family, obviously. Michael. As far as like the sisters, I mean, who's that?
You say you ain't giving Tito no love, my man. Tito get no love.
I think her sister Rebbie. I think Rebbie put out like 1 album.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot Rebbie.
The Jacksons had sisters. It wasn't all brothers.
Yeah, they had a sister Rebbie. She had a rattlesnake and shit.
Yeah, I think I don't know. Yeah, I think she like posed nude and she made like one like album that was just okay. That was Rebbie though.
Yeah, she working at IHOP or something.
She might be. She might be. And let me see, Rihanna. Yeah, Rihanna. Like I said, she's still active. I mean, just having babies now. I think she's had her second kid. So she did, She did. Just ASAP, no Rocky. Anyway.
I know.
But Rihanna's like super talented though, man. I've been listening to her since when she first came out, you know what I mean? And she's with the new generation of vocalists, you know what I'm saying? Everyone came out, like I guess when she came out, it was like we had like Keisha Cole. I would put her with Keisha Cole and Jennifer Hudson and all those new vocalists that came out the last 10, 15 years. So I still consider her new.
That's right. We got Jennifer Hudson. You got her.
Jennifer. That's what I'm saying.
You got her over Jennifer Hudson.
But Jennifer Hudson, yeah. But she's
Manic. That's what I'm talking about,
too, bro. I'm just going by, when she came out, as far as like the age group, and then Toni Braxton, the Braxton sisters, and she was, she's always had like very strong vocals too. Like she made so many classic records over the years. Toni Braxton, she's still active too. Like she still performs. Yeah, and then you remember Lauryn Hill from the Fugees. Remember she started with the Fugees, and she was always like the most talented person in the Fugees for real. As far as like she can rap and sing. She was Drake before Drake.
Oh, Lauryn Hill, yeah.
Yeah, Lauryn Hill. Yeah, that's what. Yeah, he's like the male version of her. But
I don't think he's as deep as Lauryn Hill. Lauryn Hill was deep.
Probably not.
She was.
Yeah.
Her music, you can still listen to her stuff now and be like, this is very relevant today.
It really is. She just took a break because she started having all those. She got married and started having all those kids. So she just took a long ass break from music.
And evading taxes. Yeah.
Touring. Oh yeah, probably that too. I don't know. But she wasn't performing. She was just having kids and I don't know, just singing from time to time. I guess.
You said a long break.
She did take a long ass break after
That was a break. That was a retirement.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. That's a lifetime. She ain't been in the game in like 30 years. That ain't no break.
How many Fuji albums they make? Like 3? It was 3 Fuji albums, right?
But then that was it. She
yeah.
But then she put one solo album after the Fuji albums. So I don't know.
No, that's not her. She like Manic said, she retired.
She retired and said, you know what? I still have some talent. Let me put together something like a personal project.
She needs to make another Sister Act. That's what she needs to do.
Yeah. I like Sister Act. Yeah. I like
that. That was dope. Funny.
And you got number 10, Aretha Franklin.
Aretha Franklin. Yeah.
Cool.
You know what, yo? I was debating. I was like either let me see, Aretha Franklin, Gladys Knight, and Anita Baker. Anita Baker too.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Right,
it was hard, man. It was hard. I love
tough.
Anita Baker too. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Gladys Knight, was it Midnight Train to Georgia?
Yeah, that's a good. I like them.
It is.
Yeah, 10's hard, man. When you got to put 10 in there, man. I think that is hard. But all right, Jesse, we're gonna come to your list. So Jesse, go ahead and read your list out, and if you want to like give some details, go. The floor is yours.
All right. I definitely got Whitney all day. Number one, like nobody can compare to the talent that she had. Tragedy, rest her soul. Then I got Alicia Keys at number 2 because she has been an artist for me in my life that has really touched my soul. So I really love her music. Mary J. Blige at number 3, same thing. She always gets there. She'll get the emotion out of you if you need it. Whatever she the way she connects with her audience. I had to put her there. Lauryn Hill, one of the most versatile artists and icons in my opinion.
Yo, shout out to Jessie for the number 4, bro.
Lauryn Hill, I love Lauryn Hill. She's actually doing a concert coming up in October in DC. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to go, but I want to go. I don't know.
Yeah.
Erykah Badu,
I forgot about her.
Yeah, I like her too.
The energy, the confidence,
she's very soulful.
She is, bro.
Straight up soulful, and she's
not a fan.
She got that good too, bro.
I'm not a fan.
I'm sure.
She out here selling yoga pants and shit.
Dude, Erykah Badu got that good. You saw what happened when she dated Andre 3000 in Common. Them niggas started dressing weird and shit. Took them out the game, snatched their soul. She snatched their soul, yo. She snatched her soul for real, bro.
And them cats became simps.
Hey,
it's something about her. Yo, Jay Electronica too. She dated him too.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
She's just got that energy. She's got that vibration, man. That just if you don't vibrate on the same level, you would never understand her. Yeah. You would never. She walks to the beat of her own drum. She just is, and she just don't care what anything else is happening around her. She's gonna do her thing. I really when I picture Erykah Badu, I can see her walking through a massive a massive swarm of bees, and none of them touching her, just moving out of her way, So
I saw her walk through a riot naked.
Her ass a definitely good song.
She walked through a riot.
All I picture is blunts and bad decisions.
Butt ass naked, right?
You see that video? You see that video she made? Not too long ago.
Start taking off all her clothes.
She was butt ass naked walking down the street.
Butt ass naked walking down the street.
Butt ass naked, bro.
Definitely seen that.
He thick shit.
Yeah. Thick as hell.
Yes, dude. Yeah.
I got.
She get that D. Right? She could get it. You can get it, bro. Dude can get that dick. I'm telling you.
My man said I'm bound up.
I'm all about this. I take the strange love. Next thing you know, I'll be wearing like fucking golf pants and shoulder pads and shit.
Yeah, you be rocking capris, dashikis, and a FUBU hat.
Dude, that's how under 3000 was. That motherfucker had motherfucking football shoulder pads on and golf pants and shit and cleats.
Yeah. Have you all make
She'll also be on the next show with Dre.
Have you all
Like,
make
bro,
it?
how the hell? Where'd you get them from? Hey, they mine. I bought them. I paid for them. Shut up.
He's making a fashion statement, yo.
Yeah, he gonna be rocking them open toe sandals with capris and stuff.
But yeah, number 6 we got Monica. Monica, because like, man, from an early age I listened to Monica, man. You know, just she's just always hit. So I definitely respect her. Aretha Franklin, as always, you know, Aretha is just classic. You gotta put her in there. Mariah Carey, I didn't put her as high because to me she's not as versatile. She has a lane, she sticks to it, but she's a great artist. She's an icon. So she had to go on the list. Definitely got Patti LaBelle. Gotta put Patti in there.
You like her pies?
And do I like her pies?
Yeah, them Patti pies. You never tried one?
No, I haven't tried it.
Like a trick question.
That shit can have you,
Patty pies?
yeah, that shit can have you singing "On My Own." On my own.
Well, she got a store there somewhere, right?
Yeah.
Are they selling them in the store or something?
Hell yeah, they be selling them fucking Patti pies, yo. Yeah, you
How we
was selling
got
flying off the shelf when they first came out.
Oh shit!
Yeah, you be singing like her as I eat that pie.
Shit.
He's stupid.
I'm looking this up after the show, by the way.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to try one, man.
They sell them at Walmart. It was on the shelf at Walmart.
Oh, for real?
They got them at Walmart.
And the grocery stores too, like Publix or any of these grocery stores.
Oh shit! All right, I'm gonna have to try it. Then we got last but not least, man, we got Janet Jackson, icon.
Yeah.
Icon.
Jesse got a pretty solid list, man.
Yeah.
I like his minus Erykah Badu. I mean, I like the list, man.
Mm-hmm. You like Erykah Badu?
Man, I think she's talented. You know, like every all the people we mentioned, I like them. But yeah, just like I like the Tyrone and that. But I think her melody to me is just too slow, man. That kind of puts me to sleep. You know what I'm saying? All right, so I'll go ahead and read my list. We could do Manic last on this one. I'm going
to try to fry me, but okay.
All right, so number 1, I got Patti LaBelle.
All right.
2, I put Diana Ross.
Yeah.
3, I got Mariah Carey. Like y'all mentioned, I was struggling because I kind of wanted to put her number 1. Because I mean, you know, even those Christmas albums, you know, those still banging, and those been out for like 20 or something years, man. So
she got that seasonal classic now. They gonna play that shit every fucking Christmas for like 30 days.
Every JC Penney, every mall, everything.
Yeah, man, I get tired of that fucking song now.
Yeah. They are burning it out. But I think she was that first mixture where she could do like the hip hop, you know, where she had I forgot the song Honey with like locks and a mace. Yeah, she could hit them high notes. So I just like her style, man. I think she has a wide range.
Fucking butterfly.
Yeah, Butterfly. You know, she did the tracks with Jay-Z in them. So man, like just talented, man. So I got 4. Got Whitney Houston, like y'all kind of mentioned. Just she can hit them high notes and stuff like that. So
yeah,
definitely a great singer.
She killed that
5, I got Beyonce. 6, I put Janet Jackson. Definitely talented. 7, Mary J. Blige, big Mary J. fan. Like what CLS was saying. You know, the way she could put like those like urban stories together and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I definitely like Mary style. 8, I got Adele.
White Beyonce.
He said white Beyonce. She can sing though, man.
She can sing, bro. I like her. I like her.
Because I was watching her lives, and I think that's what put it for me, man. Like just music playing in the background, they were playing some instruments, and she was killing it. You couldn't even tell like if she was like on the album versus her lives and stuff. So definitely a great singer.
Yeah, she's great, dude. She's great. I would agree with you. She's great.
She
but
is.
on the top 10 list, I don't know about that.
I'm telling you, man. Like,
a little questionable. Yeah.
All right, y'all can give me some pushback. Let me get to like number 9. I got Amy Winehouse.
What was that song called? Rehab?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
no, that was the shit though, yo. I like Amy Winehouse.
Yeah.
I like the cracking cigarettes though, man. Cracking cigarettes.
Yeah. She definitely liquor and cigarettes, man. Like sad, you know the story how it played out, but I think she had that distinct vocals, man. She remind me of like those oldies, but then I also like the tracks, like the hip hop. She kind of bought to that style and stuff like that. So definitely had that distinctive voice. Yeah, I think her 2 albums that she put out, man, those were classics. So if you go back and listen to it, because I was listening to everybody's, you know, songs and stuff, and I went back and played it. I was like, man, dang, she was kind of like a musical genius when she was like playing those albums. But yeah, just the drugs and all that other stuff just spiraled out of control. Number 10, I got Christina Aguilera.
Dude, I got a story about her, bro. I'm telling you, when she first came out, yo, I swear I thought she was black.
Yeah, I mean her vocals,
her range. Yeah, bro.
Who, Christina Aguilera?
Yeah, bro. Yo, when Genie in the Bottle first came out, when it first came out, though,
Moulin Rouge, she made that song. I was oh my god,
she came out the same year Britney Spears came out. And they were like, and she would body Britney Spears, man, vocally. She'd body her ass on stage. In the Thunder
yeah, she was killing it.
She would body her.
Yeah, exactly. She can sing, bro. She can really sing.
You throwing some shots. That's what I'm talking about, Manic.
Everybody agrees.
So, Manic, you saying you'll put Christina Aguilera over her?
Oh, absolutely.
You said, whoa. I thought you were talking about Britney Spears. She's not bodying on her, though. You said her?
Her. She's bodying her.
It's 2 different
She's
styles,
bodying her.
bro.
She's bodying him. She's bodying them. She's bodying they.
That's what I'm talking about,
man.
She's bodying it all. Like, have you heard Christina Aguilera's vocals?
She's pop. Yo, she's mostly pop, though.
But when you allow her to just sing, and she can hit those notes and like all that. Oh,
yeah, she could hit them high pitches, man.
There's nobody hitting that like that.
What was that song? What was that movie? That fucking movie.
It's so powerful.
I can't remember that movie she did.
Oh, man, said it's so powerful.
I think y'all tone deaf. I'm be real with y'all.
You think, man? I'll tell you, man. You listen to her like Range. Yeah, Jasmine Sullivan and her get that work.
That song from the
look. This is how I know you don't listen to Jasmine Sullivan and or her. That's how I know you listen to them.
Yeah,
I know that. You're talking about Range. Jasmine Sullivan shits on Christina. So does her. You've not heard them sing like that.
Jennifer Hudson.
I don't think y'all have heard
Jennifer
Christina Aguilera sing.
If you want to put her in the mix, Hudson will probably bury her.
Your list is next. You're not even in this conversation. The fact
don't take that, Manic.
You have Amy Winehouse as a top 10.
Yeah, classic, man.
Take that off.
She kills.
She's off entirely.
You could put her in the top 30, maybe somewhere in the 20s.
I'll put her 40, maybe
in the 20s or something. Yeah,
but she's not a singer.
She ain't a singer.
She's not a singer, dude. She's not.
She's like
she got like a jazzy blues type singer style. That's her style, man.
You're telling me that Janet Jackson, right, sings better than her and Jasmine Sullivan.
Mm-hmm. Fact.
That's what you're telling me right now.
What, Amy Winehouse?
No. I'm looking at your list. Janet Jackson, you said sings better than her and Jasmine Sullivan.
Yeah, because I mean, if you put the whole package together, I think like the songs, the level of the songs. I think when I heard her and them, their like writtens were pretty basic.
He's talking about her range as a singer.
So Janet Jackson.
Oh, range, but range sometimes it's just like, man, how you go about like singing a song too. It's like actually the style that you kind of choose. And when I was listening to her and like, I didn't really listen to Jasmine Sullivan too much. You know, I heard the songs on the radio, but as far as her, like it was like very commercial for nowadays, you know, that kind of style. But like if you listen to like the old school, like Diana Ross and like the music is really in the background. It's more focused on the vocals and stuff like that. So
your top 5, I give it to you, right? But your 6 and below is skeptical because it's
dog, I'm telling you,
of all time. Because now you're not talking about Janet Jackson was an entertainer. Yeah. She couldn't sing like that. She was an entertainer to the T. Mm-hmm. But you're not going to put her in terms of singers. If you said entertainers, I'd be like, I got you.
Listen, just go back and listen to Let's Wait a While. Just listen to that melody.
Yes, a good song.
That's what I'm saying. You put it up to like the quality of like the people in this generation's songs.
Yeah.
It blows it out the water, man. That's what I'm telling you.
Man.
Amy Winehouse. Listen to that for her first album, Frank.
Why don't first and only album. Yeah, she's done. So
And
why don't we
everybody
put
everybody
why
like
don't we
Anytime
put
too.
since
Anytime by
her
Janet Jackson is my favorite song
and
too.
what's it called? Her and Jasmine Sullivan has such amazing range. It's like just pick a song. Pick a song, Phil. Pick a song by her or Jasmine Sullivan that goes like, and I'm not even gonna say Jasmine Sullivan. I'll give you Jasmine Sullivan, but pick a song by her that hits all these different ranges and shows her capability. Just pick a song, and then we can just put it up against Christina Aguilera's song.
I can
Best
see
part. Best
have you
part.
ever
I'll help out on this one because I do think that her has range.
I'm not saying that she doesn't have range. I'm just
dude,
saying she don't got it like Christina Aguilera.
Manic,
Put some
listen.
respect on her name.
Hey, Manic.
Christina
Manic, go
Aguilera
online.
is a high. She is just all high.
No, she's not. That's the thing about
she
her.
can sing, man. I'm telling
she
you.
has the deep too. She goes down to. I'm about to hit y'all with some music theory.
I want to say, dude,
she goes down to C7.
Dude, her has a song. She got that song called "Going Away."
Y'all don't even know what that is.
You ever heard "Going Away"?
What
was that? CLS?
"Going Away" by her. "Going Away."
That's the song.
That's one of them. I'm just giving you one. I can give you another one.
No,
That's
look,
one.
No. We can stick with "Going Away."
Listen to "Damage" by her.
Yeah.
Listen to that one.
Damage. And then "Going Away."
Yep.
And she got that song "Any Kind of Way." You ever heard that song "Any Kind of Way"?
Yes. Or type in "Journey."
I'm talking every kind of way.
"Journey." That shows her range.
Every kind of way. Every kind of way.
Type in any song by Christina Aguilera.
I can tell you one.
Oh, I'm sorry. Was that
one? She
before
got
1998, and then after that was absolutely nothing. Got it.
She got the one on that Milan soundtrack. That song she got. I can't. That song she did on the Milan.
Come on
soundtrack.
over. She got some good songs, dog. But if you look at her live performances, that's what I'm saying. Like she could blow, man. Like she got vocals.
She could blow.
I'm glad you said that, Jerk, because a lot of y'all list half of the people you put on here live are amazing.
Yeah.
Right. But some of them live are not.
True.
And that is a true test of your voice.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Janet Jackson live right now. You need earmuffs.
Oh yeah. She's
nah, she ain't blowing like that. But I'm talking about the classics she kind of put out there because she was the one. Like if you look back at her and Mike was going back to back when they was putting out albums. Yeah, they was at the top of the charts.
The studio though. He's talking about a live performance though. That's a studio. That's in the studio.
Yeah, but I mean that's one element though. But you got to take on like what they put out too, like the projects. Like you said, live performance might be one. Like I said, if you're gauging it by like vocals and range, but.
Mm-hmm.
We could have broke this down like 13 different ways.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's it. So Manic, it's on you now. We're gonna get through your list.
Yeah. So my list is not ranked in any particular order. Yeah. I just put top 10. I didn't want to rank them, but I have Beyonce, Adele, Alicia Keys, Whitney Houston, Aretha Franklin, Christina Aguilera, Madonna, Taylor Swift, Mariah Carey, Tina Turner.
I respect your list.
Yeah, it's to be respected.
List.
Yeah.
It's a solid list.
It's solid. I like it.
I gotta get some pushback on number 7.
Taylor Swift.
I gotta get pushback on number.
See, Madonna owned the 80s, bro. Madonna, the 80s and probably the early 90s. Yeah, Madonna. Yeah, bro.
No, she made good songs and stuff, but they were like disco hits. Not a lot of range. Can't believe you put Madonna's old ass up here, man.
Yeah, gotta respect the greats. Because when you think about the greatest of all time, you gotta just go to the people who actually changed and influenced the game.
You could put her in the top 20, maybe after 10. Yeah.
So why would you put Madonna up there? If you could get some context to that.
Because
You can still hit it now. You can still hit it now. Drake hit
it. She literally changed the game. Like, before there was a Beyonce, before there was any of these people on this list, there was a Madonna. Like that's the person you say their name just by itself and it just stands out. That's how you know you're a powerful individual when you just say, and it doesn't just represent your name. It represents a brand. It represents a style. It represents a level of uniqueness that's never been seen before. And so when you got to think about greatest of all time, like take the top 10 out there, just greatest singers of all time. That encompasses everything. And like I said, there was nobody more dominant than Madonna during the 80s. And I think that's really where the music and pop really took off as far as like the singing route. So it's just like, I got to give Madonna respect.
Yeah.
So you were basing it on like name recognition, like Windex, McDonald's and shit like that. That's why
I'm basing it on she's the greatest, one of the greatest of all time.
Name
her the influence
in her genre too.
I want to hear 3 songs, Manic. 3 songs that she made.
Hung Up, Popular, Material Girl, La Isla.
This man is reading a list right now.
Yeah, my man. He got like he was like, I know they about to question me. My man.
Hold up.
You forgot like a virgin. Like a virgin.
Hey,
yeah.
Holiday. You want me to keep going? I got view 20 plus more.
Yeah,
like a virgin. You're gonna say like a virgin. You're gonna say.
I got bitch, I'm Madonna. Like, come on now. Bitch, I'm Madonna.
Yeah, my man had that list ready. He was like, I know they question me on this. He was like, Chat GPT save me.
My hands.
She did rule the 80s though. I mean, definitely influential. So I give you that, but yeah, I don't know about top 10. You know, she's definitely like you said, legend. I give that, but
yeah.
All right, explain. Taylor Swift, the Swifties.
Oh, Taylor Swift. She's got to go up here. She's got to go up here.
Yeah.
Of all time?
Maybe in pop.
Of all time, bro.
Like, I would put her in the top 10 though. I mean, I like some of her
Taylor
music,
Swift.
Taylor Swift. So she would date you, dump your ass, and then write a song about you.
Who is she?
Yeah, that's a man trying to get a date or something.
Get dumped by me and then write a song about me.
That's what she's known for, bro.
Man's like, please,
dumping niggas
please bring it on.
That's it.
Bring it on. Let me have that experience.
No. So
that's what I'm saying. She would date you and dump your ass and write a song.
On my list right now, out of my list, who is Taylor Swift beating vocally?
Nobody.
Not a single
Nobody.
Not
even.
It doesn't matter, bro. Like, are y'all gonna let me explain why I selected Taylor Swift? Because
yeah,
I mean,
go ahead.
That was the original question, right?
I think she could beat her.
No. That's bullshit.
No,
she can't, bro. No, she can't. And I know Taylor Swift records too off the top, so no, she can't, bro. I like some of her music, but she not beating her. Fuck that.
Singers, music, all of that. I kind of use the same rules I did with my rap list. I actually listen to lyrics. And when it comes to talent and the greatest talent, singers of all time, like Taylor Swift is up there. Everybody uses singers, songwriters, help them, collab and write their music. So that's a given. Like everybody on this list, has people, penning their greatest hits.
True.
But Taylor Swift actually writes a lot of her stuff.
True.
If not damn near all of it. So it's just like in a day and age where you're taking the best of the best, and then she happens to be able to package it up and with her vocals, and it just hits a level of authenticity that, when she says things, it actually resonates with a lot of people. That's why she's so popular, because if you actually listen to her lyrics, they have, such a deep meaning and they're very relatable. So it's just like, and I'm not a blonde from anywhere. So I'm not a blonde woman. So it's like the fact that I can listen to her music and jump into like, damn, she said this in this line and then followed it with this and then transition to this. And then, it bounces back. She can do it playfully. She can talk about, a breakup and turn it into like a dancing song, a positive. So it's just like, that takes talent. So when I think of the greats, I think of people who have the overall package. And if nobody was penning anybody's music, there's a lot of these people up here that wouldn't be up here. So Taylor Swift would still be up here.
Oh, Manic, but do you understand what she does though? It's called there's a term for that. It's called self-sabotage. She'll date you. She'll date you, fuck you, dump you, and then write a song about you next week, and then they'll play it on the radio, and then it's a hit.
But that's the thing. I don't care what she does in her personal life. It's that she's making songs that's relatable to people, and there's a lot of people who do that exact same thing, and they don't necessarily realize that they're doing it. They don't. People who self-sabotage can recognize that they self-sabotage in hindsight. When they get more mature, or they have some help for allowing people to show them different perspectives. But she's just super talented, and
she is.
And in a time like this where we live in this popcorn microwave society where every trend is like, she's still killing the game. So it's just like she's going to continue to kill the game. And when she's old and, doesn't want to make music anymore, she's going to be behind the scenes penning for somebody.
Are you a Swiftie?
Yeah, that cat got the T-shirt, the lunchbox.
I think you're a Swiftie. You got a lunchbox.
No, I can't. I wouldn't be as disrespectful to the Swifties to call myself a Swiftie. But she's definitely talented, and I can respect and appreciate that.
I figured
Would you agree?
You're either a Swiftie or you're part of the Beehive.
Then she is.
I do like that breakdown that he did give her though, because she is super talented. So I mean, I would have her probably in the top 20, but she's so young too. Like she's definitely gonna move in that trajectory though, because she's still got she's still young.
Would y'all agree that she's more pop than she is singing?
Yeah, more pop. Yeah.
I would agree that she's more about getting the bag.
Yeah, but you know what's crazy?
Yeah, she's more about winning.
But she's more about winning, and
but they put here.
They put her.
He knows.
But Phil, they put her in the country category as her genre. They got her listed as a country singer.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot they did.
Yeah, they did. But she don't make country records like that. Not even new country.
No.
I thought she was pop this whole time.
Me too. I did too. Until they put her in that country genre. I mean, that category.
But not all of them. Yeah, that's crazy.
I would still put her over her though.
She started out as a country. Maybe she started out doing
Jerk. Now I know you're just talking shit. Now you trying to stir things up because I'm just like
I would, man. I like Manic breakdown because I look at the talent.
I mean, Phil, you have her on here, but you don't have Adele. So you're telling me Adele is better than her?
Y'all want to talk about Adele? I'm glad y'all said that. I'm so glad.
All right, let's go. I want to hear this.
White Beyonce.
Adele is a newer singer. She's around
newer than her. She's not newer than her.
No. I'm not saying that she's like newer than her, but she's been around for the past decade.
Yeah,
I'll say. So what I'm saying is Adele has some good songs.
Yeah, man, she got great albums.
But if you're looking at, so mind you, this is me being a singer, listening to vocals consistently, not looking at what she's done in her career, where she's gone, whatever. Adele can sing, but she's not singing better. She's not out singing her. She's not out singing Jasmine Sullivan. They all have their different ranges. She's not going to do that. It's not going to happen. If you put Adele against Jasmine Sullivan, against her,
she's cooking them.
She's frying them. Bro. Like Adele is such a vocalist that you can put her on just about anybody's song and she's going to sing the song better than them, with the exception of Whitney Houston and Mariah Carey.
Again, have y'all actually listened, like legitimately listened to her and Jasmine Sullivan songs? And
Aretha Franklin.
I don't think they have.
No, I listen, but I'm saying like, man, like if you can put like minimal background and you give her that mic, she's going in.
But have you ever heard Adele do a cover of somebody else's shit?
Oh, you said who sing? I'll pick you a random person sing better than Adele. Her name is Tori Kelly. With shit on Adele.
Your friends,
she can sing, but she'll
Tori Kelly can sing.
Tori Kelly for me.
Tori Kelly can sing.
I can give you a fun fact about Adele.
She's not better than Adele though.
Adele, bro, like Adele literally can do a cover of somebody else's song and make it sound better. And you're like, dang.
Well, listen to that one song that she dropped, "Chasing Pavements." She goes in on that shit. Her vocals.
Can I give you a fun fact about Adele?
Oh, go ahead. Break, enlighten us.
No, I was just gonna say she lost a lot of weight and she likes Black D.
Yeah, I saw the black guy in the video. I did recognize that. Yeah. Shout out to Adele.
Yeah, shout out to Adele.
I liked her better when she was fat, but she looked good. She lost all that weight too. But I like
no, she's been invited to the cookout. Been.
Yeah, Adele is super talented. Like, and that's a person who's like vocalist. Like, yeah, she's definitely shitting on her.
I don't know about that. It's two different styles, man. Two different ranges.
Right. Adele would take her style and make it better.
Yeah. She'll do the remix. She'll do the nitty on her whole style.
But you know what's crazy? I don't think that she could sing hers records, like those type of records that she's making. She
probably wouldn't even want to. She'd be like, "What is this basic
stuff?" That song she did with Chris Brown. I couldn't hear her doing that song with Chris Brown.
No.
Yeah, she's
their voices don't even really they don't really pair up like that. It wouldn't sound good.
Matter of fact, here, this will shut the whole thing down. There's a song called "Girls Like You" with Jasmine Sullivan and her. They sing together. Yeah. Listen to that song, and that'll tell you both of their ranges and what they can do.
Okay, I'm gonna check it out.
Okay, Girls Like You. All right.
Yeah.
All right. So let's go ahead and since we went over everybody's list, what we're gonna do? Who had the best list? So, matter of fact, let me change that. After my list, who has the second best list? Who has the best list? Who would y'all say, man? Like
you at the bottom, bro. You talking about
nah. Mine's just I got classic.
I like
classic.
I like the singers on your list.
It goes me, CLS, Jessie.
Probably me. I'd be number 2. If you can
Jerk
give it
and
I'll take number 2.
I think it's definitely Manic for sure. I'm trying to look for a close second, but I just can't seem to find it.
You crazy, man. You crazy. So you don't listen to Tony Braxton or Lauryn Hill?
Okay, so I will say Whitney Houston. That's on everybody's list. So we keeping that one. Mariah Carey, that seems to be on a lot of people. That's on everybody's list too. Okay. So we have Mariah Carey, Whitney Houston,
Lauryn Hill.
Nah, Lauryn Hill is on 2 people's list.
No, 4.
Right.
Okay. Mary J. Blige.
4 people's
list.
List.
She was on 3 people's.
3. She's on 3 people's list.
I can't believe nobody had Erykah Badu on their list.
Okay.
I was gonna put her on my list, man, but I couldn't fit her. I couldn't fit her in, bro. Not with my 10. I couldn't fit her in there.
Or Patti LaBelle.
Alicia Keys is on how many lists? 1, 2, 3. 3. So Alicia Keys and Lauryn Hill are, they're in the same boat. Rihanna, where she at? She's on 2 people's list.
Yeah, I got her on mine.
Yeah.
Aretha Franklin, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, I got
3 people's list.
Tony, I think I'm the only one with Tony Braxton.
Yeah. So I mean, just with that, Aretha Franklin, Whitney Houston, Alicia Keys. Yeah, definitely Manic's list is number 1. Like, what are y'all talking about? Like, this dude has like everything on there. He's like, and he's got Adele and Christina Aguilera, which this is another musical fact. Dude, she's able to hit multiple notes in one word and even one syllable.
Nigga, you put fucking Taylor Swift over fucking Tony Braxton? You don't know music, bro.
No. You didn't hear what I said when I referred to Taylor Swift. I said all of it together. Tony Braxton is getting pinned. All her stuff is somebody's pinning it. Okay. So when I think greatest of all time, I think of the whole package.
Taylor Swift over Lauryn Hill.
Yeah.
Ew. Nah.
Yeah, I mean Lauryn Hill is such a she's definitely she's classic, right? That's a staple. Like, however, the career was just so short-lived.
Yeah.
Like, even though it's just like it's hard to put her in the greatest category because it's just like, what happens if she would have stuck around and made garbage music for the next, next 10 years, next decade?
Yeah.
And
she would have pulled a Kanye. Yeah.
Yes.
Y'all know who Etta
James is?
Kanye? Can I just ask that question?
You said what?
Do y'all know who Etta James is?
Etta James?
Yeah.
She's old.
But yeah, she got that song Atlas.
Yes.
Oh yeah, and Beyonce remade that song too. Remember, Beyonce remade that song too.
Yes.
She did.
And did it sound better when Beyonce did it?
She did a tribute to her. Did a tribute to
he said no, it did not. I bet you if Adele would have did it, it would have sounded better. It's like, I don't know.
Beyonce killed it. Beyonce did kill it though.
She did a good job.
Yeah.
I like all y'all lists, to be real. I mean, there's a few things that I think we could take our list and honestly break them up into like even more different categories.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, this was one I liked everybody's list. Sure. So like I definitely like. I think Jessie had a very strong list. I liked them all.
Yeah.
Like I said, there was probably like 1s or 2s that I didn't like but for the vast majority, I liked everybody's list. But mine was definitely like the strongest and had to.
Yeah, I would listen to all these playlists if it was a playlist. I would.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I guess I'll be the honest one. I kind of didn't like y'all list.
You could put Brandy. You could put Brandy and Monica on the same line. I thought y'all lists were neck and neck. When Brandy, I grew up on Brandy. We're the same age, so neck and neck. Yeah. You put them on the same list, the same number, really.
Yeah.
Brandy and Monica.
I liked a few people on a couple people's lists, like the people who I didn't have that I did like. I did like Lauryn Hill, because she was close in there for me personally. Tony Braxton is solid. Like, so I can't even shit on CLS for that one.
So many hits, bro. She got so many hit records, bro. So many hits.
I guess I think it would probably be easier for me to just talk about the people I didn't like on the list. On CLS, I'm not a fan of Mary J. Blige, but
You don't like Mary J. Blige?
Neither am I.
Nah,
I second
I
that.
mean,
I'm not a
well, I
fan.
mean, well, it's the age group though. You're young, that's why you didn't grow up on it like that. That's
We're
why.
not
so
that young.
Age group.
but yeah, I think it's not necessarily the age group. I think it's just like maybe that was your time.
That's
you
what I'm saying. We
when
grew
she
up on
was-
her
when she
though.
was
Yeah.
young.
We grew up
Yeah,
on
but
her
like,
first-
would you
when
put
she peaked-
just
when
because
she
she's your time? Like my time was Ludacris. Like Ludacris
Right,
was
right.
that dude. He was making hit after hit
Yeah,
after
that's what
hit
I'm
after hit.
Right.
So it's just like, but I'm not gonna put him in the top 10 greatest rappers of all time because I'm gonna like look at it holistically and be like, man, was I just caught up
Yeah.
in the moment? Because I listened to old albums and re-listen to them, and do they have the same effect? Nah, I mean it has some nostalgia, but
yeah.
I wouldn't put Mary J. Blige, but that's the only person on CLS's list I would take off. Let me go to Jessie's list. Jesse's list. There's not really anybody I would take off of Jesse's list. Oh no, Janet Jackson. I would take off Janet Jackson.
Why? So why?
Why Janet Jackson?
My bad.
Because she got a
Yeah.
fake nose.
Yeah.
You got to fake
And it wouldn't even
It
wouldn't even be. I mean, I just didn't see her as being like
I would, bro.
definitely talented, attractive, could dance, sing, do the whole,
She can.
the
She's
double
a
play.
decent
but-
actor too.
Yeah.
From Penny from
Yeah,
Good
best
Times.
acting,
up
best-
into Poetic
yeah.
Justice and Poetic Justice is my favorite Janet Jackson.
Yeah, but I
Yeah.
mean, just
Oh,
like
man.
she didn't write none of
Yeah,
her
man.
music. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I can't give her no credit there. And then go to Phil's list. I'm definitely taking off. I like pretty much everybody on the list. Like, cause Rihanna was pretty close on mine too. But like,
Mhm.
I didn't feel like Aaliyah had a long enough career to be on anybody's greatest.
Come
Well,
on.
yeah, I mean,
bro. Aaliyah.
I mean, I love Aaliyah too, but she did die.
I like
young,
Aaliyah.
though.
I
She
like
died young,
Aaliyah, but
so,
I mean, that's one of the things I guess I just don't like. When people die, you give them credit. Like, oh man, they were
Yeah.
just amazing. Like before,
Yeah.
they get like this extra.
Mhm.
But if you just look at her body of work, it was solid. Like she
It was
had some
solid.
great solid songs,
solid.
but to be in the top 10, nah, I'm taking her off immediately. And then I'm taking her off.
But you know she. But you know
Etta
who
James,
reminds me of
fucking
Aaliyah?
Jasmine Sullivan.
My
man list naked after we.
Like if you think,
And then
if
my
I-
list is perfect, so I can't even
Nah,
talk. about that.
you got some removals.
I gotta
if I
skip
think-
that. So going to the
Madonna,
Jerks
she
list,
got to go. I'm
like,
sorry. Oh,
I think-
who am I?
if
I'm
I
taking
think-
off Mary J. Blige, and I'm taking off Janet Jackson, like I said, and everybody else.
if you think
I see Diana Ross, but I'm not taking her off. Like I respect it. Like I respect Diana Ross. Amy Winehouse too. Like she had a very short
Amy
career.
Winehouse got
Yeah,
to
very
go.
short
She was,
Yeah.
but she was so soulful though. Like the songs that she
soulful.
made was powerful. But I take her
soulful.
off just off the
So
top.
it's her and
Well,
Jasmine
she just
Sullivan.
She can't be
Yeah.
in the top 10.
And
though. That's
Aaliyah,
the only
though.
thing. She's great. She's great.
Yeah. So I
but
mean,
she's
I
not
guess it
top
all
10.
circles back to my list being the best.
No. You're definitely. You're playing the bottom. Like
you know who came out after when Aaliyah died? You know who came out like some years later, and pretty much just took our whole style and ran with it, like the way she dressed, the way she danced. Sierra.
Yep.
Sierra is just the new Aaliyah, pretty much. Sierra.
Agreed.
It was all Aaliyah when I first saw her come out. When was it My Goodies? Goodies came out.
Yeah.
yeah, that's true. Yeah, she did kind of run with that.
Aaliyah took our whole style and ran with it.
Aaliyah ain't-
But all right, let's
Aaliyah can't hold
go
a
ahead
candle
and
to the
let's wrap this up and jump into the next topic. So we did decide that I had the best list.
Nah.
Y'all choose. Y'all let us know in the comments who had the best one. Telling y'all go back and listen to that Amy Winehouse, man. That was classic, man.
Listen to Rehab.
So all right, so the next topic that we're gonna discuss, I sent you guys that clip, so I don't know if y'all had a chance to view that, but I'm gonna go ahead and play it in a couple seconds. But it's would you let someone see your banking information on a first date? And let me go ahead and cue up that video clip real quick. And let me know y'all thoughts on this. Because when I heard it, I was like, this is crazy. I gotta get y'all point of view on this.
I'm not joking. I have asked the last 3 dudes I've dated for their bank account info on the first date.
I don't judge people's actions. I look at the intention behind it. So, like, why do you...
Because I only want to date a wealthy guy that has money.
Valid. So you're getting straight to the point.
I think
Valid.
job, I'm very successful. So I think I have every right to be like, hi, are we on the same level or am I wasting my time? I'm not joking. I have
What else did you say?
No, that was just it in the clip. So I just wanted to catch the point where she was talking about, she would ask the guys on a first date for their banking information. So the first question I want to ask you guys is if somebody approached you like that, how would you handle that situation? Like if somebody was like, "Hey, let me see your banking information on the first date," and I'm gonna go to Phil first because I see him already about to go off. You're on mute.
Yeah, it's Mike.
She caught herself at the end. What she said at the end is what she should have began with, rather than saying like, "Hey, how much do you make?" She said she want to be on the same level, which I completely agree with. She could have rephrased that and not made it to where it's like, "Show me your bank account statement." I get what she's saying, but the way that she put it, I'm not talking about my money at all. I'd be like, we're on the same level. I got it. Got a degree, got a job, making strides in life, of course. But her first pillow piece, nah. Second piece, I agree with. But that first one, no, not at all.
She said, "Bring your last 2 pay stubs."
You got me fucked up.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. That's crazy.
All right, CLS. Well, how would you handle that if somebody told you like, "Hey, bring your banking information"? I mean, how would you handle that situation? Somebody asked you that.
No, I agree with Phil. I mean, that's too soon. That's soon. I mean, there's nothing wrong with knowing what you're getting yourself into ahead of time, like when you first start meeting a person. But that's too soon to ask for that kind of information. I mean, you're just getting to know each other. You know what I mean? You're just gonna learn the basics about the person first. You know what I mean? Your likes, your dislikes, what you want in life, stuff like that. You're talking about the person's finances. That seems more final. Like, I mean, if it was gonna lead to something serious, I know that conversation is gonna come up, but not on the first date.
Yeah. All right, Manic. What would you do in this situation? How would you handle that if somebody was like, "Hey, bring me your banking information"?
First and foremost, I absolutely love it. I love it because it's very intentional. Now, I like that fact that she's dating, with intentions of trying to get what she actually wants and what she's willing to accept. So there's not going to be, games played with like, oh, okay, I kind of like this guy. I'm starting to develop a emotional connection, and then come to find out that finances is janky. It's not really matching up to what she's willing to, and I think the key word in her whole,
I think he's trolling us today.
I think the key word, no, I'm not. I think the key word in her whole philosophy is, somebody at my level. So, I mean, I stuck with that. I'm like, okay. So kind of like what Phil says, like she definitely could have rephrased it a little differently, but I absolutely love it. However, if that was presented to me, I'm going to be like, what? You want to see my, and not that I would be hesitant I would definitely be hesitant to pull it out because like there's too many scammers out here. I'd have to see her bank account first. Like, let's see what you're working with. And then I'll make my decision at that point. Cause I mean, she pulls out like 8 million, then I'll tell her, hey, you know what? I think this is not going to work out because based off.
You say you got to dip on that part, huh? You're like, oh shit! You were like, is that 2 commas right there? Like,
the extra comma.
Yeah.
I'm like, because based off of just the dynamics of what you're looking for, I don't think I will be able to best suit that for you. But we can continue this date. You're paying clearly. But
like your discernment is terrible. What are you doing on a date with a guy like me?
Yeah.
She's gonna make you
exactly.
She's gonna make you our butler. You're gonna be our Jeffrey.
Yeah. She's like, hey, you're driving home, brokey.
Shit. I'll be the butler. Shit, you tripping?
Yeah, right.
Okay. Let me get my stuff together. Now, I would appreciate like the upfront because it's just like
Ben's warehouse that day and getting
the type of vibes that I'm getting is like it's somebody who has the capability to be very compatible with a lot of people, and it's just like when you're. And that kind of describes myself, man. I mean, I'm such a positive energy that when I get around, women, they kind of like
here he goes with this bullshit,
around, right? They kind of want to stick around. So it's like I gotta look for things that are a little different. And for her, it may be the same situation where she constantly runs into situations where she's having positive interactions, and she's having such positive interactions that she's like, hey, let me get straight to the point, because if I start connecting with you emotionally and then I find out later that you can't even do the same type of things that I like to do, that's part of my lifestyle, then I want to be a part of it. So I respect it. I definitely wouldn't show nobody my banking information on date 1 unless they were forthcoming and showed me theirs. But I respect it. I think more people should move like that, because I think in relationship, finances are one of the most important components to just having an understanding. Like if somebody is constantly taking trips overseas and, you know, doing extravagant things because they may have the money, or they may just be in debt to where they're just like using debt to like finance a lifestyle because you only live once. You know, that can literally break a relationship. So I wouldn't want to connect with nobody who's constantly traveling and don't have their shit together. Right. Because I see that very common in like the dating space. I am a single guy out here. So there's a lot of women that travel all over the world. And it looks like, you know, they have, and they really don't.
Yeah.
So that's like, I'm avoiding those type of people. So I respect what she's doing.
Why is everybody so obsessed with? I was gonna just chime in what he said. Why is everyone so obsessed with going to Dubai?
Because we're black.
And then they put it on their Instagram, and it's like, what is so? I mean, what's going on in Dubai? It looks nice.
Man, I think people got that like mindset. They hear enough people say it, so they just automatically put it on their list instead of like you said, being creative and like, man, let me find something like I like because of their like actual like history or something. So they're just like you said, Dubai or what's the other one, man? I know we were talking about it the other day. Like
they go to
the typical like
Cancun,
Turks and Caicos or something.
Yeah,
they got like a list. Like I heard somebody, what rapper say this?
Hold on. They don't go to Turks and Caicos. Usually that's reserved for people with actual money. So Cancun, we got all different parts of Mexico,
Mocha Fest and shit.
The Bahamas,
Dubai, the Bahamas.
Dubai.
Where else?
France,
Jamaica. That's a big one.
Jamaica. Yeah.
What about Paris? Paris?
No, not really. People
people
go to
people
Paris. With money go to
People
Paris.
go there all the time.
Yeah. People with money go to Paris. Like that's not like your typical. Oh, let's get a girls trip. You know, where we can spend $3,000 and house like 5 of us in one little one little hotel. It'd be clothes everywhere, stinking, but that's okay because we're gonna go out and have a good time, like and act like we out here winning.
I would
go get all my angles.
Yeah.
Miami.
Yeah.
Miami.
Yeah.
That's for the ones without passports.
Yeah.
That's like lower tier.
That's low. They local artists, huh?
Yeah.
So you local, baby.
Yeah. They just shoot porn and rap videos there.
You
do, they do.
BBL.
They flying back and forth from here to Atlanta. They just go,
nah, that's true. That's facts.
Be in Miami.
But all right, let me get Jesse's take on this real quick. I do want to circle back on some stuff you was breaking down, man. So Jesse, what would you do in this scenario if they was like, "Hey, come to the date with your banking information"?
I'm not gonna show up. I'm gonna leave her standing. I'm gonna leave her ass sitting there. Nah, nah. Just a red flag automatically. I don't even want to meet you at this point now. Nah. Unless you give me some real context and we can like really the first date, first meeting, I don't care. No, we're not looking at that. Because at the end of the day, if that's what you're looking at, I automatically think in my head that like there is going to be a disconnect in our relationship because you're going to be like so focused on finances that you're not going to even remotely mesh with my personality. We're not going to be able to build a friendship first. None of that. So yeah, no, I'm not showing up. I'm not showing up at all.
Yeah, that's a good tactic.
Yeah, I like
that. For me, man, it's just weird to ask that on the first date. Like what Manic said, I see the intention, what she's trying to do, but on the first date, like, first of all, I'm not getting on your standard in the first place. You're not gonna tell me like, "Hey, bring this." I'm like kind of like Jesse, like, yeah, whatever. Only thing I'm bringing on that date is dick and bad advice. You know what I'm saying? So you damn sure I get my banking information. What are you, a tax? What are you, my tax consultant? Like, what we gonna be going over there and you gonna show me the loopholes and shit? Like, I'm not about to expose my stuff to you. Like, man, bring your shit and we'll talk about that.
Is that she gonna try to get you to invest in Bitcoin?
Yeah. Hey, you should put your money in Dogecoin. Like, shut up. Like, I ain't about to show you up.
Or she got a photographic memory and she's trying to fucking take a picture of your bank account information so she can just scam the shit out of you.
No, I mean, I think I do. I like what Manic said. I think she does have intention behind it because she probably ran into some. There are people out here that be capping, that be living the lifestyle. So when she was like talking, she's just like, "Hey, you know, I'm on this level. So it's like a form of protection. But, you know, that comes like, you go on a date, you talk about your values and stuff like that. I think your characteristics and, you know, kind of like maybe family and stuff like that. And then you escalate into those like, okay, if we do get past that point, we see like we have some consistencies, I guess, in our backgrounds and stuff like that. Then I can see down the line you ask that information, because I do agree with Manic on that. Like, hey man, like you got your stuff together. Like people do got a lot of debt, you know, trying to like live certain lifestyles. So I mean, I could see that maybe like you get to know somebody a little better. So, but not on that first date and demanding it like that. Yeah, because in a way you're kind of, it's like, hey, you get on my terms. You know, it's like hell no. Like, yeah, I'm not bringing that for you. But I would be curious to see her shit though. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, that's my whole thing. I would be like, yo, let me see your
So I'm
shit,
fully on board being a stay-at-home dad.
Yeah.
You can tell Jerk ain't had a first date in like 30 years, because ain't nobody talking about their values and shit on the first date.
But see, that's why people getting it wrong, man.
No.
Nobody doing
Hey, Jesse, I'm talking about my values first. I'm talking about my values before the first date. I'm having whole conversations with women before I even invest the time to actually see them in person. I'm like, I'm laying down foundational principles. Like, yeah. Like, you're not even going to get a chance to be in my physical aura unless like we talking about some things that I'm just like not going to put up with. And like finances happen to be one of them. Like, yo, if you're a woman who has like, who've made a lot of bad financial decisions, like you just made yourself ineligible for me. Like, you might as well smash the whole football team and like send me the video in advance, because bad financial decisions.
see if we can capitalize. I can help you bring yourself out of debt.
Yeah,
but even going to the values, I mean, if I was in the market now, I'll let somebody know, because it's just like, man, I think, man, nowadays you got to manage them expectations. So for me, man, like I'm a workaholic. So I'm upfront with it. Like, hey, man, I'm very ambitious. You know, this is how I maneuver. You know, if you can't handle that, you know what they say, if you can't swim, man, you're going to drown, because you can get left behind. So it's just like, man, I think you do need to kind of put stuff on the table. I think sometimes people move off of infatuation, and it's just like, hey, I really like this person. I like how they look. And then, you know, those conversations come, you know, after the fact. And that's when people, I think, start trying to justify why they're with that person, you know, ignoring the red flags and stuff. And so, yeah, I think, man, lay it out on the table, man.
So what if they was making half what you was making, but going to get their doctorates? Would that be something that you'd be all right with?
Nah, you gotta have that bread. Fucking with me. I'm a gold digger out here.
So you don't help prepare a student loan debt?
No, I mean, for me, it would depend. Like, I think if somebody was on the path and they had shown consistent results that they were still working towards, and they were making half of what I make, like half of what I make is still pretty fucking good. So, I would be willing to listen to, like, you know, what their overall game plan is, and as long as they didn't have like a crazy amount of debt, I'd give it a shot.
Yeah, I'm too old for that. Like, if I was like early 30s, then yeah, that scenario is not bad, because like what Manic's saying, you know, it makes sense, because they are working. I'll have to look at the degree too. Like, okay, let me look up like this profession, what this is going to be kicking out. Because it's like, if you're just going just so you could be bragging to people like, oh, I got a degree, and you got a degree in like triology or some shit. Yeah.
Hey, Jerk, I got to call Cap, man.
What you talking about? What's up?
Half of what you make, like, it's still fucking great, bro. Like, you make more than me, so
man, you gotta be there, man. I don't. I'm trying to meet you at the finish line. What the females be saying? I ain't shooting no jump shots with you in the gym. I'm trying to meet you I need a finished product. I need you ready made. Like, I ain't trying to struggle with nobody. Shrimp costs. It's seasonal on the menu.
So Jerk needs a millionaire. I'm just gonna put it
That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, 100,000 is not good enough for Jerk.
You might as well go to that fucking show. Was it The Bachelor? No, The Bachelor, right?
Yeah, I'll join that.
25 chicks, 25 gold diggers or something.
But I mean, if somebody, would y'all be like thrown off though? Like, if somebody did ask you for that banking information, because I'm like with Jessie, I probably wouldn't even show up, but I'll be so just thrown off. Like,
yeah,
my first question would be like, what is it? So to Manic's point, I'd be like, show me what you got. I want to see why you're asking me this question. If you got hella bread and you got some shit and your shit's up here, I could see that. But just to ask me, no. I need proof as to what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Period.
I would be curious though. I think I might.
That's why I'm so curious. I would show up, and be like, all right, let me see yours first. I see hers, and I'm like, you only make 95,000, or you only make 110,000. You don't get the fuck out of here. Like,
yeah, you making all these demands, and you on a discount out here.
Yeah. So it would allow me to like see a lot of stuff too, and like, you know, just the mindset of like, oh, I'm out here balling, making all this money, and then you see the actual what her version of balling is, and like I could make an assessment like, hey, no, we're not gonna work because, you know, what I got going on plus what you got going on, you're gonna think it's what we got going on, and you're gonna think you already balling. So yeah, nah, you're definitely gonna try to be spending this money, and you know, it's not my vision.
Yeah, I don't think she got a bad tactic. I think it's just misplaced. Like first date, you know, I think it's just like that is real aggressive, you know, and that's what kind of came off when you like put something out there like, hey, you bring me this, you know, it's just like, man, what am I dating my parole officer in there? Yeah, so that's what the vibes I could. And then she did mention in that clip her last 3 dates. You know, she did that too. So I don't know if she caught that's a pattern for her now. Like them dudes is like leaving.
Yeah, they didn't show up.
yeah, they're like, nah, I'm good. Because I mean, if you think about it too, like if you do have like the type of bread that she's looking for, you're not gonna be putting up with no shit like that. You you already got a mindset yourself where it's just like, man, I ain't showing up. I'm who the hell am I answering to you for? You know, so yeah, I think that's where she's gonna get in trouble.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah, so she might want to revise that a little bit. She needs to just get in the habit of like, you know, talk about debt on the date, like Manic was saying. I think like just say, hey, dude, how do you feel about debt? You know,
what's your take?
Where do you work? What range you in? There's clever ways around that conversation, but yeah, just asking for like documentation up front. Like, man, like I said, you ain't my tax consultant. Like you need to like keep it moving.
Yo, what if it's a plot twist?
I don't trust you yet.
Yeah, what if it's a plot twist and she works for the IRS?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Yeah.
You're gonna.
She works for the IRS. You're like, let me see your bank account. And you're like, here, I'm good. See? And she's like, got him. It's like, you've been served. Can I see something that actually verifies that it's your account? It's like, hey, you reported on your taxes last year.
She gonna fucking serve you as like a Morion.
Yeah.
You got served.
It's like, based on what you filed in your 2022 taxes, you're making substantially more. You're going to have to refile. You have until this day to do it.
That was a good segment. I had to get.
Like, I actually had somebody ask that question, but it wasn't like that. It was like, what do you do for a living? Are you above or below 6 figures? And it wasn't like you have to have this. And I was like, I'm above. And they're like, okay, cool. But it wasn't like I'm leaving if I said below. But I'm curious though, if I had said like 60, we should have been like, nah, I'm out.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Because in an NCR, then like the mean that I've realized out here in terms of money, whether it's contracting, government, whatever, like the midway is about 100. Like most people I talk to about 100,000. So it's like that is like the common thing. So if you make that, you're like, okay, you're doing okay for yourself. But
yeah, I think more people are learning about finances, so that I think they put a number in their head. But the biggest thing, like I like what Manic said, is just the debt, because this is like somebody that like say they even make lower than that, but they got like good spending habits. They're like investing. They're going to be a lot further. So I think people got to get better at like asking the right questions. So instead of like you said, Phil, like where they just come up with that number, like, oh, are you making this? I mean, what happened if I just blow all my money on shoes and shit, you know, and outfits, you know? So it's just like that ain't no better. So it's just like people need to start having those actual conversations instead of like putting these like lines that they draw in the sand. I think,
yeah. I would take a girl making 50,000 with everything paid off, no debt, you know, versus a woman with 100,000 and, you know, has terrible spending habits, because you know those terrible spending habits are just going to snowball once y'all combine together, because she's going to look at your money as like, hey, we have more play money to do dumb and irresponsible activities. So versus a 50,000 you know chick who has great spending habits, she's going to be like, dang, now since we have this, you know, maybe I don't even need to spend any of my money, and you know, we can invest my whole paycheck. Like that'll just be ours to invest. Like, you know, so it definitely matters. So it's like you got to have that balance, and it's like it's not even a one-sided thing. It's like it's literally on a slider and a spectrum as far as like what works for you and what you're willing to put up with and like your personal goals and visions. Like if you have aspirations to, you know, retire and just have money just coming in to where you can just live off of it, and you have like a certain lifestyle you want to sustain, you know, that you got to talk about those things with your partner, because you guys got to make sure that ultimately, you know, once all the physical, sexual stuff kind of fades and y'all are really working together as partners, it's important to make sure that y'all are on the same like vision and have the same understanding of that vision. Because, you know, you do see old people, they've been together for like 20 plus years and they get a divorce. It's like, hey man, I can't deal with her anymore. Like she about to lose everything for us because she keeps, you know, doing this, or he keeps spending because he's not thinking about, you know, anything. So
right, yeah.
I got one question for like my last thing for Manic, right? So based on what y'all said about the money issue, so
take a shot.
Let's say, go ahead. Let's say y'all met a girl who was in the military, right? She ain't got a lot, but she's got the BAH, she's got the health insurance, she's got the college money, but she's not bringing in that much. So, but she has every other benefit. Are y'all gonna shun her away because she does not make exactly what you make? But like, if you look at holistically, everything that she has like together, she's up here with it. How do y'all view that? I really want to know that.
I would still date her. I would date her.
I mean, for me, it would just depend on how she looks. Now I'm just playing.
Looking shallow. Shallow how needs a
Yeah, my bad.
Yeah.
No, I'm just playing. The same ideology stands. It's like if she may not make a lot of money, but she has excellent spending habits, then she can, you know, I would give it an opportunity. I would give it a chance, you know. But if she has bad spending habits, then, you know, bad spending habits, I don't really care how much you make. Like, so if she has good spending habits, then yeah, I would be okay with that.
The jerk is going to shun her away.
Yeah,
And before he shuns her away, he's going to give her some great advice. I'm like, hey, you did a great thing. You served your country. You got your benefits. That's all good, man. Build yourself up, hang in there, you know, keep your head down to the ground. But those are the guys that date on potential. The jerk needs a finished product. I'm about to die soon, man. I don't know y'all grasp that. Like I'm too old, man.
But we had a homeboy like that when we was in the military, though. That nigga spent all his money on fucking
potential, right? Is that why you're saying that?
Yeah. I can't do the potential thing, man. Like you need to be there, man. Like a decade ago, absolutely, I would have took that deal. But now it's just like I need somebody that's there. We got the same mindset, you know, because I'm too stuck in my ways. So that's what I'm saying. I know myself, my tolerance level and stuff like that. And I think sometimes people are bad at like actually like assessing what they kind of are willing to deal with. So that's why I just know myself to a certain point where it's just like, hey, I can't go down that ride with somebody, but you did a great thing.
Because I knew Jessie and CLS would be like, nah, I'm cool with it. Like I knew that. I knew without even asking that they'd be like, I'm okay with that.
You can build with somebody like that though. And then once you bring in, I guess the other things that you're looking for in a partner. I mean, she's bringing everything else to the table. I mean, why not? You can build a future where you guys can build wealth together.
I know many.
That's incorrect.
As long as she's not like, I mean, it's not like incorrect. But listen, it's not like she has like a mountain of student loan debt. Because I was talking to a coworker about this today. A person doesn't have like a mountain of student loan debt. Like she's got like 200,000 in student loan debt. Exactly, or 100,000 in student loan debt. And if you marry that person, that means you're going to take on her debt. Now her debt becomes your debt. So that's probably what you're afraid of, right? Taking on someone else's debt.
Not even that, man. It's just because, I mean, just think if they got to go get out, go to school, you know, they got to get situated, you know, you got to go through that whole phase of like, you know, you're not just going to go apply for a job and they're going to be like, hey, you know what? You look like a second line supervisor. Here's your desk over here. You know, you got to go through the whole like building up through the organization phase. So you're looking at about a good like decade. I'll be like 54 by then. Nah, I'm good.
What
a timeline.
She's not going to have
they already got that degree. They got no debt.
She got no debt.
Paid for it.
Yeah.
Then what?
Yeah, the military.
Okay, no debt. You said a master's.
Yeah, military paid for her school.
The military for everything. They're still in, but they got the degree. They're gonna have a hell of a job when they get out. Like that's what I'm talking about. Like,
okay.
That,
I mean,
all that, but without the $100,000+ a year is what I'm saying.
So I got to be like Shorty from the video. Then, like once everything clears, you got to bring me the documentation. I got to like put some eyes on that. I got to see some of the numbers. I got to see like
He said, "I need a heated
I want to see
can't do it, man.
disability you getting. I want to see your retirement. I want to see.
Yeah. Bring that on the first date.
So you want to see her 401k plan and all that?
Yeah,
shit?
I got to see it all, man. I got to see what liability I'm about to pull in my life, man. Because my path wasn't easy, man. That's why I'm trying to tell people, like, I'm in a good state now, but man, I had to grind for that, man. So I'm just not taking any, like.
I understand.
Plus, like I said, I don't got the patience, but yeah, bring me the documentation. You get that offer. It looked right. Then yeah, we can chop it up. At that point, I'm gonna put my arm around you, like, hey, you did a great job. I'm glad I was there for mental support. She was like, you wasn't even there. I'm like, well, I'm here now.
I'm here now.
Come here, queen.
I love you.
Come here, my queen. My beautiful queen.
You say Marquise.
My love is conditional nowadays.
I just want to see what y'all say on that.
No, I like that scenario though. That was dope, man. I like that, Phil.
Yeah.
But all right, we'll go ahead and jump in if nobody has anything else, man. Nah, Phil was cooking on that one. I like those, man.
Yeah.
So yeah, if anybody got scenarios and stuff you want to throw out, man, make sure you throw them out, man, because that's what we're about, man. I think that adds that whole dimension of like, the real time thinking and stuff. So yeah, I appreciate that, Phil. So, but if nobody has anything else, we'll go ahead and jump into the last topic, the Reddit situation and Manic. We're gonna need you to read this for us. Let me pull it up real quick.
So I've been drinking.
Oh, okay. How your vision, man? You think you can pull this off?
I'm gonna take one more and see if I can read it.
See, drunk in love.
Yeah, I don't know about in love, but I'm on the first part. I'm on that first part.
All right, man. Taylor Swift, why come across this video and scoop you up? I don't want to see her make a whole album about you, like talking about he ain't shit.
She can make a whole album about that nigga, you know what?
She gonna jump into a different lane. She gonna make a mixtape.
She gonna make a mixtape.
Yeah, she be like, you know what, this motherfucker, he ain't worthy of no whole album.
That's crazy, man.
She be like, he get a hot 16. He don't get a whole track. Yeah, her tours is big too, so you gonna be blasted on everything. You're gonna be on a jumbotron.
Yeah. Hey, can you zoom in just one more?
Yeah, look a little fuzzy.
All these damn demands you making. All right, can you see it now?
Yeah.
Hold on, let me.
Down, I think you can get the whole thing. Yeah, you can get the whole thing. Right.
Hold on, I think it. Oh, okay, yeah, it's the whole thing.
Hey, you've been drinking too? What the hell?
Yeah, I'm a little tipsy, man. This wine ain't no joke.
Yeah, scroll down.
Still asking all these personal questions and stuff.
Scroll up a little bit.
Scroll down.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to scroll down a little bit. It just cuts off that last sentence.
It doesn't let you do like. Yeah, it doesn't let you do it like halfway. Like.
Nah. This is it, man.
Parking ride.
Okay. All right. I, 33-year-old male, caught my wife, 32. Dang, what I get? 32 female of 7 years. His wife of 7 years cheating on me at a park and ride.
That's crazy.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, so this happened on Father's Day.
Oh shit.
And it's been a shit ride since then. My wife did not come home from work on Father's Day. I became worried and began looking for her, as she usually texts me if she will be late home from work. I called her about 12 hours after she usually comes home, and they told me she was not there. So I got in my car and drove the route to her work, looking to see if she had crashed or something crazy had happened. Her car was not at her work, so I drove the other route she could take home. I called the hospital, police, had her family involved because she was basically missing at this point to me. About 4 hours after she would usually come home, I got a text. I'm alive. I called her and she picked up the phone and said she was working late, which clearly was a lie. She also sent a Snapchat message. Excuse me. She also sent a Snapchat message to a group I'm in with her sister that she was alive. This updated her location on the Snap map at a park and ride about 15 minutes from our house. So I drove there, and there she was in the back of her coworker's car. Once she noticed me, we talked, and the other man just hid in his car. I asked if she loved him. She said yes. I also asked her if she was planning to leave me, and she also said yes. From this point, she began living with him and only came back to our apartment the Wednesday after. We talked and everything seemed amicable. She said she would respond to my text and agree to pay some of the bills we have. She did send me car payments, but that's the last I've heard from her since Monday. I'm basically being ignored now. So I'm living in the apartment we've lived in for like 8 years, slowly trying to dig out of all our shit. I'm just struggling. It's been really hard experience for me, and I just wanted to share this story to get others' perspective on what my next move should be.
Easy.
I know divorce is obvious, but I'm not sure how to move forward from this point. Any advice would be welcome. I know she did me dirty, and I should just be mad, but I miss her and hope she is okay.
I'd like to give a shout out to Manic, that Hennessy White, and you still came through for us, man. We
I
appreciate
did,
you.
man. Hey, man, I wish we had like a little round of applause button, man. I'm
Yeah,
trying.
no, I'm gonna get some sound effects and stuff.
I'm trying to pat myself on the back, man.
All right,
It
so
was
who
it
wants
was
to
a
take
struggle.
the first swipe at this? What should my man do in this scenario?
Let
I'm
that
gonna start coming with some creative titles, like also for these Reddit ones. Like this one should be like "Pipe Down on Father's Day" or something like that. Yeah, I read that the first line. I was like, "Oh shit!"
You can let that shit go, bro.
Yeah. Go ahead, CLS. We'll let you tackle it.
Well, I mean, he said they were together they lived together for 8 years and married for 7.
Yeah.
Married for 7 years. He probably doesn't. I mean, I guess he's not so quick to like divorce her right away because he just invested, almost like 8 years of his life with her, and I guess he's not ready to walk away from the relationship. But she pretty much told him it was over. In the parking lot, she said he asked her if she loved the guy, and she said I love the guy, and she already left him for the guy. Like she literally moved out of their apartment and moved into his place.
Wow.
So the marriage is pretty much over. So I don't understand what he's holding on to. Like hopes that it doesn't work out and she come running back into his arms or something. Let that shit go, bro. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't work that way. Life don't work that way. You know what I mean? She already moved on. Let it go.
All right, let me get Jessie in here. Jessie, what you think my man should do in this scenario? And I like that headboard, man. That's fly back there. Like that background.
Straight up. Man, this scenario is like out of a movie, but
Tyler Perry.
Realistically, it's classic, man. It's classic. Marriage. Guy gets comfortable, man, and whatever their scenarios, whatever happened that caused her to lose attraction to her husband and fall for somebody else. Whether this happens often, and guys don't get the clue because they're like us guys are really susceptible to that investment, and what he should do is get the fuck, like forget about her, and move on, like working on himself, like working on what makes him whole, his purpose in life, like because at the end of the day, like it does suck, it hurts, you have to grieve the pain. The pain ain't gonna go away, but you gotta move on with what makes you happy in life. You gotta love yourself enough to know that, like, if she's going to break not be your loyalty, like your trust that bad, man, you don't even need her because she's ain't gonna do nothing but drag you down. Just get the fuck, like, fast, like to the point where like you erase this chick for your life. Like you take all her shit and look, she send her a text message and be like, "Hey, the shit's outside at the commuter lot." At the same spot where I found you. That shit's in that parking spot. You want your shit, go get it there. Don't ever come back to my house. Be a man. Grab your balls and fucking, hey.
Wait and exhale her ass.
Yeah, let the anger out. Let the rage out.
Wait and exhale that bitch.
Yeah, like you exile her for real.
Jesse said he taking it to the commuter lot. That's what I'm talking about.
On top of that, I'm filing for divorce from there. Like, what's the reason? She's an adulteress.
Yep.
Infidelity.
And infidelity.
I don't think they have any kids, though,
straight
right?
like that.
No kids, so it's a clean break. No kids. They have no kids together. Right?
Yeah. All right, Phil, let me get your take on this real quick, Phil. What do you think he should do in this situation?
So to be honest, like I understand boy being hurt, and I get the worry, like, not wanting to break up the situation. Kind of similar we were talking about before. Once you get with a person and you have that financial stability and everything else, and maybe they built that up, and he's really feeling like, shit, if this goes south, then what am I gonna do? Maybe I don't know if they say they bought the crib together or they just live in like an apartment.
Yeah, they
didn't give that.
Yeah, they just live in an apartment. Probably just renting because he would say they bought it.
Yeah, like it's just, I mean, but like I understand his hurt. I can completely understand that, but there's nothing else to say. I mean, I honestly would be like, I'd have her pay for all the court stuff because she's the one that left, and just try to make it and get out of there peacefully because old boy is definitely like tripping the fact that he thinks is anything less to salvage after all of that shit. So yeah.
All right, Manic.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of these Reddit scenarios are wild and crazy, but this one is it's pretty wild in and of itself. But like the guy who's writing this, like you can tell he's already accepted it, and there's like a level of peace because he's just like, I should be mad, but I just miss her and hope she's okay. So I definitely think he's a dude who has a certain level of like emotional stability that's to be commended because people get unalived, for doing things like this. And like, there's so many different ways he could have, approached this. And quite frankly, like, we need more people like him in this world to where they can just be like, hey man, like we're going to get the divorce. The divorce is obvious. He's already accepted that and he's just going to move on. And he's just like, man, I just kind of want to get other people's, thoughts on it. It's unfortunate for him because he sounds like a great guy. If he could like literally have a conversation with her after he found her on Father's Day, like, they don't have a kid, so it's not that meaningful, but like, it's a time where, he's expecting to see her and he finds her, with another dude.
Nothing's gonna come out.
Yeah, so he's definitely got to leave. That's just a level of disrespect that's unacceptable. And he's a better man than me, man, because I think I would. I mean, especially he pulled up on a dude and he's like, "Yeah, the dude just stayed in the car." But like, nah, I would have to have him get out. But like, hey, who are you? Like, stand. I need you to come out of this car. Like, I just want to talk to you. And like, I think that type of situation could, what I would do, I think I'll hit a Phil. I'm like, hey, Phil, let's take a trip. I gotta meet somebody.
I'm right with you. Let's go. Where we going?
Yeah, hit a Phil. Like, oh, sophisticated. Talk me out of this, or come join us.
I'm not talking about nothing. Like, what we doing, bro?
Yeah.
It's cool. Let's get it.
But I mean, that would just be like a temporary fix. But I mean, he's doing the right thing, just going with the divorce. Like you can't tolerate that level of disrespect because if you did tolerate that, she's just going to do it again. It's just going to be like, okay, I'll try to be with you, and then she's going to really want to be with him, so she's going to be sneaking out on you, and it's just a really messed up situation. But the one thing that he did say is like he's been in a committed relationship with her for 8 years. So I mean, there's a woman out there that's going to be able to appreciate that. So he needs to move on. Not worry about her if she's okay. If she's okay, that's really irrelevant at this point because he needs to disconnect from her completely, to gain his own peace and like understanding that the separation of his marriage. So I think his best option would be to like not try to contact her, block her number, and just move on with his life. Put her, I like Jessie's point where get her stuff, get her clothes, let her know, hey, it's going to be in a commuter lot at this time. Please be there to pick it up. If not, it'll just be sitting there. If somebody else grabs it, that's on you. And just move forward with his life. Maybe downsize, maybe get a new apartment, just a change of scenery because you don't want to be walking through the kitchen and be like, oh man, she used to always like, finagle with that cabinet drawer and like, stuff like that are remind him of her. So he just needs to get a new spot, a new environment, maybe downsize a little bit and, work on himself, find things that now that he doesn't got a woman coming home and requiring things of him, he could really kind of focus on his own personal hobbies, activities, hook back up with his friends, do things that he actually likes doing. So, and just move on. And then when he's ready to like date, then he can do that.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you, man. I think the whole fact that he was able to keep his composure in that parking lot, man, says a lot about his emotions. But I mean, just from the storyline, man, like, it's just like, man, I think a lot of times people have cues. And it's just like, man, if somebody's just like kind of pulling off like that, then yeah, it's just like, man, trying to sit there, like you were saying, and worry about their safety and stuff like that. It's like, man, you can still be a nice person, but somebody steps over them boundaries of commitment and stuff, man, that get them out of there. Like you got to get that the cold shoulder, whatever, and yeah, you just got to move on because on Father's Day, you know, people doing stuff like that. Yeah, move on, man. Get them up out of there, and like you said, it's just like move forward. Don't try to make no excuse to have conversations with them and stuff like that, because that's what I kind of got from the end of it, where it seemed like he just was trying to hold on a little bit, but it's just like, hey, they're gone. Because I don't think like guys understand how females cheat. I think if they end up cheating on you, man, like they're more emotionally connected with somebody, where that stuff probably happened like 5 months prior to that. So it's just like, dude, it's a wrap. Like she's doing it that, and you know, out in the public, you know, in a parking lot, she just has no respect for you. So it's just like, man, stop trying to hold on. Like I think CLS was talking about it, man. He was on some hope game. Like I hope this works out. Nah. Get her up out of there.
Yeah, he might be hoping that maybe if that relationship fails, whatever that affair she got going on with dude doesn't work out, she might come running back to him, since they already got all those years invested already. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what it seems like he was doing, man. So that's what I'm saying. He was just on some like, he's just trying to take that rebound role, and it's just like, man, that ain't gonna work out, because like Manic said, she's gonna be looking for the next person. She obviously don't like you at that point. She's making it obvious, you know.
And like y'all don't have no kids together, so it's like nothing really connecting you to her. You know what I mean? He's not connected to her, no kids, so I'll just leave.
Yeah. All right. Anybody else have anything else on this last topic? If not, we could go ahead and close it out. All right. So we'll go ahead and get the outros real quick. So we'll start from the bottom across at CLS. Any outtakes? Let them know where they can find you out.
Yeah, you can find me on Instagram. Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. This is CLS.
And I like that 9/11 video that you just put out, man. Had me thinking. I had to sit back and think, like, man, where I was at on September 11th. So I like that video. All right, Phil, where can we find you out? And on the next one, man, I need to get that clip of you singing, man, so I can play that. Show them your vocals, man.
Yeah, for sure. I'll send it to you. You can find me on TikTok, Phil_Pack.
All right, Manic Genius.
Hey, you can find me in the club, bottle full of bub. I got what you need if you would. Nah. You can find me on IG at the Manic Genius, or on YouTube. Type in Manic Sophistication and hit that like and subscribe button. And if you like what we're doing on the channel, go ahead and hit that share button as well. But yeah, that's where I'm at.
All right. Any poetry coming soon?
Oh, you know, poetry is always coming soon.
All right. My man, Jessie. Any outros, words of wisdom, and where can we find you at? Jessie be dropping that gems on us.
Man, I'm just gonna say, man, love yourself first, man, because you can't love people past the level you love yourself. So continue loving you, number one, and just letting it, you know, flow outwards instead of trying to get everything you need from your outside environment. Like everything you need is inside of you. So just keep grabbing that and using that to propel you forward. And you can find me at Kingdom Barber Lounge, and you can find me on Instagram, TikTok, Jessie the Barber. But y'all be safe, be blessed.
Hey. All right, Jessie over there talking in that like monotone voice. Jessie talking like he about to read some poetry, sing some songs, man. Jessie get ready over there. That's what I'm talking about, Jessie. Like, look at her, lean back. We see you over there, Playboy.
No, relaxed.
Yeah.
All right.
Feet up and stuff. But nah, man, definitely like Manic was saying, check out the channel. We've finally hit over the 1,000 subscriber mark. So appreciate everybody for the support, you know, liking the videos and all that, giving us feedback. So definitely appreciate that. People been sending us like topics and stuff that they want us to cover. So even all the suggestions that I receive, man, I appreciate that, man. So thanks for, like I said, getting us over that hump, man. I think it's hard to get over 1,000 and stuff, but we're going to keep grinding and keep moving this forward and stuff. And, you know, send Taj prayers, man. He was going through a situation. So, you know, hopefully we get him back soon. I love his energy and stuff, but, you know, anybody want prayer for the brother, man, definitely do that. But all right, man, we'll go ahead and close this out. Thanks again. Peace.
Yep.